Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought it would be super fun and super cool to do a what's on my iPad. I actually haven't done one of these since last summer. So summer of 2023 was the last time I did a what's on my iPad and you guys loved it. So I thought it would be really fun to do another one, a more updated version and a kind of college edition version now that I am in college and I have been using this every single day for college. So if you guys are interested in seeing what is inside of my iPad, keep watching. I'm currently eating some Sour Patch Kids that my friends got me for my birthday. So if I'm chewing on it, so sorry. Let's start off with the iPad itself. This is the iPad Air 4th generation and I got it 2 or 3 years ago. I wanted an iPad for the longest time. My parents never got me one, so I bought this bad boy with my own money. I think it was about $700, $750 maybe, and I am very glad that I did because I use this every single day for college. This case I have on Amazon. I got it from Amazon. It's literally just a basic case that like you flip open. I can do the little thing and it can stand like that, so it's easy to take notes when it's just sitting like this, and it's also easy to take notes when it's just sitting upright like this. Multiple options on how you want to put your iPad with this case. It's in this like navy blue color. I haven't changed it since I got it, so this is the case that I got when I first got my iPad, so haven't changed it since. It does the job, it works, and it's super cute and I love it. Then if we go on to the iPad kind of itself, I have this like paper-like screen protector. I would prefer this paper-like screen protector over like a glossy screen protector or even no screen protector at all, because to me the stimulation of like writing on paper honestly kind of helps. So I do like that I can just write on this and it still feels like I'm writing on paper. I have the Apple Pencil Gen 2. I think it's a 2nd generation Apple Pencil. So it's the one that charges on the iPad on the side. So it just kind of clips on magnetically like that and it charges. And then it just starts charging. Now let's get into what is actually inside of the iPad. Okay, so I'm gonna pop up my screen right here so it's so easy for you guys to see. Okay, so this is what my screen looks like right now. It's just this background that I found on Pinterest and I haven't changed it since. So if you saw my what's on my iPad last time, this is what it is. Let's get into the iPad now. And the first thing I have on the top is kind of similar to my iPhone. So if you've seen my what's on my iPhone video, you kind of know also that I kind of like having the big calendar at the top. I don't know, I just kind of like the look of it. But then let's move on to the apps. First, I have Canvas. Canvas is the biggest thing that I use here, other than GoodNotes, but we'll get into that in a second. Canvas is the biggest thing that I use here on campus because all of my classes, every single teacher or professor uses to put their assignments on there, quizzes, like literally anything and everything you can think of for a class, they use Canvas. So let's see what I have in my Canvas. Okay, so first thing I have in my Canvas is my math class. I'm taking calculus, math through 11, then I have econ, French, and geosci. Those are my main 4 classes that I'm taking currently right now. And then these 6 down at the bottom are just kind of classes we had to take before we even came to Madison. That I just disregard. That if you're coming to Madison, if you're clicking on this video because you're coming to Madison, you just kind of want to see what a Madison student has on their iPad, just know that you're gonna have to take these bottom 5 courses that I have on here. You're gonna have to take those. It's gonna suck, but you're gonna have to take them. You're just gonna deal with it. But yeah, this is what my Canvas looks like. All my assignments are on there. I can kind of go in. Let's see. For example, we have, so it'll give you all your homework assignments and everything. Like they give you everything in advance, which is super nice. Like just all of your assignments, they give you in advance, which is super nice. So that's Canvas. Let's go on to GoodNotes. I personally love GoodNotes. I've never tried OneNote or Notability is the other one, but personally, I think GoodNotes is great. It does the job. I absolutely love GoodNotes and everything of it. So let's go into GoodNotes and see. Okay, so we're also in French in here. Let's go into math. I use my iPad to take all of my notes. You can see at the bottom of the page, I have 73 pages of just math notes. I do like taking, at first I was very skeptical on taking digital notes because I was very much a paper pencil kind of person, but that's also why I like the stimulation of the paper like screen protector on this iPad, because it still gives me that stimulation of paper pencil, but it's all in one spot, and it's instead of having like 300 notebooks in your backpack, you just have one iPad and all of your notebooks are in here. So then I also like it because I can also download all of the lecture slides. So this is for econ. I can download all the lecture slides, and if I want to, I can just write directly into the lecture slide. And as he's teaching, I can just write into the lecture slide, which is super nice, super helpful. Definitely recommend getting a note app on your iPad if you want to use your iPad for school. I would recommend GoodNotes. I haven't used Notability though, so I can't really bash on Notability because I don't have anything bad to say about them because I just never use them. But personally, I really like GoodNotes. And also what I really like to do is there's these like 3 dots at the top where I like to touch it, click split view, and then sometimes I'll like put Canvas in there. So if I flip it like this, then I have Canvas in there and I can like take note and also like do something on Canvas. So I just really like that feature. All right, let's move on to what's in the boxes now. Obviously, I'm not going to use my iPad just for school. I feel like I bought it when I was like 16, I think. So I used it to just watch movies and just do other things on my iPad. In my chill folder, I have Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, YouTube, and Prime Video. I don't know what it is. I don't know what my Disney Plus password is, and I have not known for the longest time. My parents keep telling me, but it's just not working. So I don't know what it is, but I just have not been using Disney Plus. But currently on Netflix, I'm watching Fool Me Once. I was watching Shameless, and it was such a good show. I finished it though like 2 days ago, and I'm like so mad because I didn't know what to watch. I did start watching Fool Me Once. That's a good show. Time for another break. If you have any suggestions on Netflix, let me know because I'm always down to like binge watch anything. Hulu, don't really use it. And because they have that thing where you have to log into Hulu with your home Wi-Fi or else like you can't use it anywhere else, which is so stupid, but it is what it is. And then obviously just YouTube, Prime Video, and Disney Plus. Next box is going to be like my camera box. You guys know I like to do YouTube, do everything camera related, video related, so I needed to have a box or a little folder dedicated to all that. So I have my camera app, my photos, Pic Collage, Google Photos, YouTube Studios. I feel like I can delete iDisk Max. I don't need this app anymore. I needed it before, but not anymore. Canva and then CapCut. These are all apps I use. I don't really use Pic Collage, honestly, but every single other app I use just on the front page. I didn't really feel like putting it anywhere else, so just on the front page, and yeah, super simple, super easy to find. Then let's go to the bottom menu. I have my iMessages app, Safari, Mail, App Store, and Music. I don't use my iPad to listen to music or like text, so honestly the ones down here are kind of useless to me. But then you see this little line, and then there's apps on the other side of that line, to the right of that line. Those apps are just recently opened apps, recently used apps. It's just something iPad does. Sometimes I use it if I'm like going to class and I just want to open like Canvas or GoodNotes again. It's just easily accessible down there as well. Moving on to the next slide of my home screen. I have a picture of me and my friend Emily at the top in this little widget. I use Widgetsmith. That's how I got this one too as well. I just use Widgetsmith, and then you can really put like anything you want in a widget. It's super easy. But let's go to this box that I titled Important. Honestly, it's really not that important. It's just other random apps that the iPad comes with that I just didn't feel like just having everywhere. And you'll see the same pattern in the other. To be honest, there is no difference in the Important and Other folder. That's just how I name them. I don't even know how I grouped them. I just grouped them. It is what it is, but let's go into Important. So Important has calendar, clock, weather, maps, reminders, notes, Find My, Files, Contacts, News, FaceTime, Stock, Settings, Chrome. I don't know why I have Chrome in here. I don't know why. Apple TV and a calculator. One thing I will say is that the iPad does not, at least this iPad, does not come with a calculator app, which I think is so weird. Like if you're using it for school, I feel like you would want a calculator app on your phone. So this calculator app I just downloaded from the App Store, and it works fine. It's just a calculator, but I just think it's a little weird that iPad doesn't have a calculator app on their phone. But whatever, it is what it is. None of the stuff I use on my iPad. Literally the main 2 apps I use on my iPad, Canvas and GoodNotes. Everything else really don't use that much on the iPad. Yeah, these are just apps that the iPad came with that I just... Alright, let's go into Other. So this is probably stuff that I will use less than the Important box, so it's just Other. I have the iTunes Store, Tips. Don't even know what Tips does. I just give you tips on iPad, how to use the iPad. Then we have Clips, Keynote, Numbers, Pages, Shortcuts, Photo Booth, Magnifier, Measure, Translate, Home, Voice Memos, Books, Podcasts, and Zoom. Don't even know what half these apps do. They were just there on the iPad. Obviously not Zoom, but everything else was just on the iPad. Just put it there. I don't even use Zoom here. I just use Zoom on my MacBook, so I don't even know why I have Zoom here. Let's move on to entertainment, and I guess you could say Netflix and YouTube and Hulu is all entertainment, but I just put that in a different box. Don't ask me why. That's just what I did. Entertainment kind of just has other social media that I don't use. Like, if I have my phone, I'm not going to use Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok on my iPad if I have my phone here, like, accessible. Sometimes I will use Pinterest, though. Like, if I'm in class and I'm bored and I just kind of want to go on Pinterest. I do have Pinterest on my phone as well, but I don't know. Sometimes I just go on Pinterest. Let's see what's on my Pinterest board today, because I've been getting really aesthetic pictures. I have, look at my aesthetic folder. This is so summer. This is, like, such my vibe. Like, if I could live in my Pinterest board, I would. This is so cute. Ugh. I just need to live in Florida. I need to live in like Spain. They're completely different places, I understand, but I just need to live elsewhere that's not like Wisconsin. Anyway, let's move on. And I also have Procreate. Procreate is like $10, I want to say, but it's just a one-time purchase, and like you get everything. You get all the brushes, all the colors and everything. I don't really use this that much. The only times I use Procreate, really, I mean, I drew this, but I was a little bored in class, so I drew that. But sometimes if you see like the white around me like in thumbnails, like I'll just use Procreate for that. But, like when I write stuff like that, I'll just use Procreate. So yeah, that's really all that there is in Procreate. Then we have the games folder. I don't really play any games on my iPad, but still have them on here. Paper.io, White Tiles, Geometry Dash, 2048, 2048 Cupcake, Subway Surfers, and Sudoku. Sometimes these do come in handy though when you're like on a plane and you don't have internet and you're just bored and want to play a game or something. Sudoku, like you can play offline, which is really nice. I do that all the time when I'm on a plane. So I do like doing that. And then let's move on to individual apps. Honestly, I could group these apps into one. Like I could group them into like a school folder. I don't know why I don't. I just don't. But then I have my Google Drive, Gmail, Outlook. Outlook is kind of what we use as our mail for our school. I don't know if all schools do that, but I know in high school we used Gmail, but now in college we use Outlook just because I think we use more like Microsoft things here than Google stuff. But then I also have Google Docs, Amazon, the Apple Store, Shein. Do I do any Shein shopping on my iPad? No. Do I really do a lot of Shein shopping? No. Am I planning on buying something from Shein soon? Maybe. But I don't really use Shein on my iPad. It's just there. Probably because I used it once and just never deleted it. Then I have Freeform, which I think is just like a bullet journal app. I don't know what this is. It was just, yeah, it looks like a bullet journal kind of thing. It just got downloaded on my iPad one day. Then I have Notion. I love Notion. Let me show you guys real quick what I like about Notion. Okay, so this Notion has gotten me through my entire freshman year, and I would not be surprised if I used this throughout all of college. I did make kind of a separate video on how I stay productive and organized in college, but I'll just briefly explain this. This is my Notion. I put all of my assignments on here, every single one that I have to do. Once it's done, I check it off, goes to the bottom. All of these are all checked off because we're almost at the end of the year. Like I end school in like 2 weeks basically. But yeah, these are like all the assignments I have to do, and like I said, once I check it off, goes to the bottom. I can organize them by due date, which is really nice, and then organize them by class. That's also super nice. So I love Notion, keeps me super organized, love it. But then moving on with the app, I also have Health and Word Reference. I just use Word Reference for my French class because taking French and I don't know French, sometimes need a little bit of help. But that is really it on my iPad. That is all of my apps. My app library doesn't have anything that I don't have on my actual iPad. It looks like that is everything that I have on my iPad. Please let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see any more like in-depth things, or like things about college and just anything you want to know about college, because I do want to make a college advice video or like freshman year advice video. I just want to really make more college advice videos and college videos, because I know a lot of freshmen are looking at videos and are wondering what it's like to be a freshman in college, and I already experienced this. You guys followed along with me throughout my entire journey. I have an entire series of like everything college, packing, moving in, dorm room tour, first day of college, Halloween weekend, just everything I vlogged. I think it's super cool, but just let me know what you guys want to see, because I want to kind of tailor my channel for you. Make sure you guys are enjoying the content, so just let me know what you guys want to watch, and thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and do all that, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.